Have you ever wondered what happened to Conker's Bad Fur Day? Welcome to Game Circle. Today on The Lost Games, we will be talking about the unreleased sequels Conker's Other Bad Day and Conker Getting Medieval. For those who don't know, Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of the few mature games that was released for the Nintendo 64 system. In fact, a lot of people found it strange that Nintendo allowed it. My thought is, they were either not paying attention or they took a risk because of how great it is. All I can say is, we are all happy they did. Conker's Bad Fur Day was released back in March 5, 2001, and it was designed by Chris Sieber and developed and published by Rare Games. You may or may not know Rare Games from their masterpieces, which include games like Donkey Kong, Banjo-Kazooie, The Perfect Dark, Jet Force Gemini, or my favorites, GoldenEye and Killer Instinct. The game follows a red squirrel in his adventure to get home to his girlfriend after spending the night drinking with his friends. You fight enemies, solve puzzles, see hilarious movie-like scenes, and just have fun throughout the entire game. Unfortunately, the game only sold about 60,000 units despite being one of the most beloved games ever. Some people would say that at first, Nintendo had most of the blame, as they did several things that may have greatly affected the sales of this game. These things include strict measures to ensure that only mature audiences purchase the game. Now of course, it is a mature game not made for kids, but they also never promoted it on the Nintendo magazine. This game could have been more suited for the Nintendo GameCube. So what happened? Well, in 2002, a little company called Microsoft purchased Rare Games and owned most of its intellectual properties. In fact, Rare became a developer for the first Xbox game console system. Microsoft decided to cancel or suspend the sequel so that Rare could work on the Xbox Kinect system. Now fast forward to 2005, Microsoft had Rare work on Conker's Live and Reloaded, which was not a sequel. It did, however, have the original game remade with better graphics and added a multiplayer game. Unfortunately, this game did not sell as well as expected. Chris Sieber had said that he did not understand why Live and Reloaded was released instead of a sequel at that time. Let's go to September 2008. Microsoft decides to shut down the Conker game Rare was working on. That game is none other than Conker's Other Bad Day. Conker's Other Bad Day was the official name they wanted for this sequel. Chris Sieber revealed that some graphics were done and the story, but nothing was ever finished. So what was the story? Conker's Other Bad Day would have continued the story of the first game with Conker being the king, but everything going downhill once again. After wasting all of his money and abusing his power, he eventually ends up in prison. The story follows Conker as he escapes prison and of course has many adventures along the way, including a trip to space. There's a lot of parodies just like before, and you even get to play as the other characters at some points to follow their backstories. Here's some artwork and scripts that Chris Sieber revealed via Twitter back in 2019. So they gave up on this project and in comes Project Spark in 2014. This was a game creation video game for Microsoft Windows and Xbox One. Conker's Big Reunion and other assets are available in this project. Big Reunion was not an actual game but an episodic spin-off of the original Conker's game. There are assets that allow you to create your own Conker game, but on May 13, 2016, Microsoft announced that it had ceased all future development of Project Spark. Finally, let's go to 2015 when Chris Sieber revealed that they were working on Conker Getting Medieval. This was a cancelled spin-off game for the Conker franchise on the Xbox. It would have been a medieval-themed third-person shooter with Greg the Grim Reaper as the main character. Chris Sieber said that they were given the green light for the game after Conker's Live and Reloaded, and that he wanted it to be a multiplayer game specifically. Peter Hensey, the concept artist, said that it was not a sequel for Bad Fur Day, but a sequel to Live and Reloaded. That is all the info given since then, and there has been no updates as to any other games releasing soon or even being worked on. Bonus: there was another Conker game that was never released, and this one was in fact complete. This game was called 12 Tales Conker 64. The game was never released as the team changed their focus on making games to compete with other games at that time. Here's a quick look. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already for more content like this on Game Circle.